Well, welcome back to a special Final Third Friday. I'm Rob,
I'm Isaiah.
and we have a special guest today. We have the man himself, Justo Eiroa from Aladino.
Thank you very much, Isaiah and Rob, for having us over. It was a great day. It's a wonderful day.
And the man, the myth, the legend down here, Trey Mac Shipley.
Why, I thought you were talking about Isaiah. It's me?
That's
It's you.
buddy.
Well, I'm no myth.
You got to be
You're
a
a
myth
myth.
in that coat.
You're a myth.
That coat's gold.
You're a myth.
I miss
What?
you guys. I miss
Yeah.
you.
It's actually more champagne in this light
I'm a
now,
wedding cake. I'm
Yeah.
a walking wedding
Hey,
cake.
Lisa.
And a
kinda
matching
cute.
cigar.
honestly. It's a good look for you.
So today we're doing a special day with Aladino. We've had an event here today. You guys have killed it. It's been amazing. We've had a great group out here. But today we're going to talk a little bit about Aladino. We'd love to hear a little bit about the family, the farm, whatever you'd like to share with people that might not know your brand or that already like to smoke your cigars.
Yeah, definitely touch on the history of the brand. I mean,
Yeah,
you're clearly not new.
Again, it can be a
Okay,
few minutes
short.
short.
It can be pretty short.
Stump speech.
Well, as you know, my dad is one of the pioneers of growing tobacco in Central America, and in the previous history, we have created and developed and became very, very known for growing the Corojo, the original seed. We got back that in the 90s, and with that seed, we were able to acquire also back then the brand of Camacho, and we built it up. We also had several brands like Baccarat, La Fontana, and then in 2008, there was the opportunity that Davidoff was interested. They took over the brand in 2008.
Yeah.
We had a non-compete for, like my dad, for like 7 or 8 years, and then we kept the farms, we kept growing tobacco. And my dad called me back in 2016 and said, "Hey, we want to start up a new brand, Aladino. We got the tobacco, we got the experience, and for us, it was a great challenge because starting from zero is very, very hard.
Yeah.
It's a brand new brand. This is actually our 6th year." And teaming up with retailers like the Final Third, and actually being able to have an Aladino lounge with you guys really serves the brand really well. You have people that know the cigar business. They know how to treat customers and really engage and really help us promote the brand. So for us, it's a true honor to be here, and thank you guys.
Well, thank you guys too. We really appreciate being a part of this with you. We definitely introduced a lot of people to the Aladino brand, and obviously, as you saw tonight, a lot of people bought.
Yeah,
a
it
bunch
was,
of
it
cigars.
was super packed. There's
was
a
good.
moment here that it was a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
The line, it was kind of like we were giving free cigars.
Yeah, It was,
That's
it
the
was
way
really
it looked
good.
like.
Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah. So one of the things we wanted to kind of touch upon, because this is actually a pairing video that we do every week, and what we do is we actually pair up a cigar with something to drink and offer that to our customers every week. So one thing I was wondering is if you guys can both tell us, pick one of your cigars from your line and tell us something that you really love to pair with that cigar.
Well, I'm usually a whiskey drinker,
Right.
Scotch. So for me, and I drink not often, so I drink as a social drinker. But normally when I drink smoother scotches, I like to smoke something smoother. So I'll smoke something like what I'm smoking right now, or Cameroon.
Yeah.
Well, I'll smoke the new classic cigar. Like I said, a mild to medium. I like the flavors.
Yeah.
But I like something smooth. If I smoke kind of like a bourbon, I will go something like with a Reserva or a little bit stronger that matches that spice.
Okay, good deal.
Cool.
So to piggyback on that, I've seen you enjoy the pairing of your Connecticut
Yes.
along with a Blanton.
Absolutely. After the third or fourth Blanton, it really becomes very easy to pair. He becomes very easy to pair.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I've seen you do. Your blend and then your little horse.
Yeah,
It's a good
yeah,
combo.
yeah.
He's a horsey chaser.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Caballo.
Nice.
For the tater and everybody.
I know for me, I'll give like something a little outside the box, but I guarantee if you try it, you'll absolutely love it. The classic, which when you smoke the Aladino Classic, you get hints of, you get floral and citrus notes and a little dash of like almost honey in the back,
Okay.
right? And if you pair that with a tequila, and that sounds strange. I know a lot of tequilas don't.
Are you
necessarily
talking
pair.
about like a Blanco or a Repo?
For me, honestly, you can do it with a Blanco. Start with the Blanco.
Okay.
A good Blanco. Like,
What's your preferred brand?
I like a lot of tequila. But honestly, just do even the Blanco Espolón.
Okay.
Start something like that because there's a nice citrus note. It's accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
And if you do that with the classic, it really like enhances the citrus note that comes out of that tobacco that a lot of people like miss.
Yeah.
But when you pair it with something that has a citrus vibe to it and not a lot of else going on, it really enhances that essence of the cigar. It's super fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, we actually did a pairing with the Corojo Reserva early on when we started doing this. And you remember what we did that with, Isaiah?
We did that with Jack Daniel's Single Barrel, and that was the pairing of the day today. Just because
everybody was saying, "Hey, we want a Reserva because we're pairing it with a Jack Daniel."
Absolutely.
So today it was kind of like a big hit.
The thing is with that pairing is, especially Jack being the heritage brand that is as it is, like so many people look past their new offerings and even some of their higher end offerings, but they've been around forever for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, in Old Number 7, if that's your jam, that's cool. Like, not for me.
Not
but
me.
their single barrel offerings, the new triple mash, also a
Some
good
good
pairing
stuff.
with the Corojo Reserva and
Yeah.
the Classic. We did the Jack triple mash with the Classic.
Yeah.
But they're all really, really solid.
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
we've had a lot of fun doing this, and of course, I'm like you two. I love the Cameroon. That's one of my favorite cigars. That when you guys came out with the Elegante and that one, that changed my world. It's an amazing cigar.
I see your posts all the time, and they're pretty cool.
I smoke a lot of them. But that one there, I mean, the thing about a Cameroon is you can, especially that Elegante, you get a little bit more spiciness from the retrohale on that one. And that one can go well with a nice bourbon. That goes well with a tequila. That goes well with a rye. I mean, it seems to pair with a lot of things. It also pairs fantastic with an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Because you get that sweetness the Cameroon just intensifies. So we love it. So I just want to thank you guys for coming in again today. This has been a great time, and
It's been wonderful seeing, Lisa, Isaiah, everybody else. Your sister, Tam. I mean, I got to tell you, this place is
She prefers Timothy.
It's kind of like a home away from home. If I was ever going to have like a man cave and a friend's cave, this is Final Third is
we appreciate that. Yeah, we've had a lot of fun supporting you guys, and we appreciate the support right back. It's been a great partnership, so we look forward to doing this for many, many years to come.
Absolutely.
Trey Mac, real quick, you want to walk us through the Aladino line? Can you name all?
Yeah. Where would you like me to start?
Connecticut. Let's
Go mild up.
All right.
Mild up.
All right. Now, there's my first argument. I don't start with the Connecticut if we're going mild.
Well, you
up.
start where you start.
Where you
where
We have a
you
little
to.
bit of a tiff here, but
Okay.
Remember,
You're
it's very
probably wrong.
subjective.
it
You can
is
decide what it is.
cigars. You should decide for yourself.
But
But
since you have the white jacket, start with the Connecticut, even
I-
if you don't agree.
I personally don't smoke a lot of Connecticut's. There's only like 3 to 4 Connecticut's that I really enjoy.
The
Three
Queens,
of
the
them
Robusto, and the Toro. Not the Gorda, but
Not the Gorda. I don't think
That's a good answer.
But what I like about this is I call it a Connecticut with character. Not necessarily a Connecticut for the guy that just wants to smoke air.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the Corojo adds, like, not only do you get that creamy nuttiness to it, but then you're also going to get the cinnamon and nutmeg.
Yeah, cinnamon and cold draw. It's like having cinnamon
yeah.
and the cold draw. It's awesome.
Beautiful. But I argue, and if you smoke them at the same time, side by side, the classic, I believe, is actually milder than the Connecticut.
Really?
It doesn't feel like that when you smoke it by itself.
Yeah.
I
But
do
I-
feel like the classic's really mild unless you retrohale it.
Yeah, the retros, which is what I do, but
Yeah.
if you don't retrohale it, you're like, this is super mild cigar.
Yeah.
It's anybody can smoke it.
Yeah.
Any time of the day. It's beautiful. But
But
number one, this
don't
is
confuse people just having a mild cigar with no flavor, but it's just we have tons of
tons
flavor.
of flavor.
Above it. Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
flavor profile, for sure. That's what it is. The classic has a huge flavor profile. Lots of layers to it. But I swear to God, if you smoke it side by side, it's milder than the Connecticut.
Huh.
I promise.
I mean,
I don't know.
science. We'll probably
Try it
try
next to
it.
each other.
Yeah.
Do it next to each other.
I'll
I
give it a
promise.
shot.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be like, whoa.
For science.
Because a lot of people
Of
just look at
course.
Connecticut and they think super mild.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is really not a mild Connecticut. It's on the upper end.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it like full bodied or anything.
No, but I see what
smoke
you're
those two
saying.
side by side is super fun.
I mean, it makes sense. You got Corojo underneath it. It's going to have a little bit going there for it. So, yeah.
And then I would go Cameroon next.
Yeah.
I love the Cameroon because you get sugar and spice and everything nice because you're getting that dried fruit note from the Cameroon, and then you're getting the cinnamon nutmeg vibe from the Corojo, and that's a little kitchen spice and a little bit of like dried fruit up your nose. Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Love that. I'm a huge fan of the Cameroon. And then I actually, you got to go with the Corojo next, I think, after that. Corojo's like medium, like right in the middle.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
agree?
Absolutely.
Like that's as in the middle as it gets. And with that, again, you're also going to get those traditional notes of the cinnamon, the nutmeg. But especially if you go to that Lancero, you're going to get a touch of like cedar sweetness. You know what I mean? Not sweetness, but like a woods sweetness.
Yeah, I
like
see that.
The smell. And then, especially if you go to that the Lancero, the Elegante version, you do pick up subtle notes of spice, like pepper, like touches of pepper.
Yeah.
Not in your face.
Right.
But you do get those touches. Now, if you go to the larger ring gauges, that kind of dissipates, goes away.
Sure.
But I would call that like middle of the road, accessible to all. If you're a strong smoker, start your day off with that.
Yeah.
Start your series. If you're a light smoker, you can end the day with it. It's perfect, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then our Maduro, which again, our Maduro, I know people think Maduro's usually like punch you in the face, strong. That's not true. It's the sugars that make it dark. And with ours, since it's aged a little longer than most people do it out there, you get subtle notes of semi-sweet chocolate with espresso.
Yeah.
And then you also get the cinnamon nutmeg. So it's like, do you like if you don't know what a Cortado Valencia is, Google that.
Google it.
There's not many places. Seattle's really big
fancy
on Cortado
description.
Valencia.
Fancy. You're
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah.
So a Cortado Valencia.
That's why he's on payroll.
Yeah,
So a
that
Cortado
is fancy.
Valencia, you have a Cortado. And if you don't know what a Cortado is, start there. It's delicious. It's a really good way to do coffee. The Valencia is the Valencia orange peel. You take the oil of an orange peel and put that in the Cortado, and you get these citrus notes, but you also get the deep richness of the Cortado.
Nice.
Our Maduro is very similar to that. You get a little bit of all.
I
those
just
flavor
got to
profiles.
stop you there. That's the bougiest thing I've heard you say all day long. That's awesome.
I love
That's
Cortado
good, though.
Valencia. Is my favorite coffee
Okay.
drink, period.
Yeah.
There's only one place outside of Seattle I know that makes it. Shout out to Lawrence, Kansas. My boys out there.
Yeah.
JNS Coffee. I love
Sounds
you.
like something we need to start making, doesn't it?
You really.
We don't have
I'll
an
teach you how to
espresso.
do
Teach
it.
me
You
how,
know how to
buddy.
do
I'll
it?
teach
You
you how
have
to
to
do
have an
that.
That should be
espresso
something in the
machine
menu.
for a
I'll
teach you.
Cortado.
You can do that.
We could go really good with
Because a
Maduro.
Cortado is 1-to-1 espresso to
And-
steam
yep,
milk.
100%.
And then,
And then you
it's
add
just orange
the
peel.
Valencia
You
orange
call it the
peel.
what? The Mac Cortado?
Oh boy.
The Mactado.
Mactado.
Mactado. There you go.
Sounds like a McDonald's drink. Anyway,
Baby sized.
Baby size. That's why it's a Mactado. It's a baby
You were at
size.
the Maduro.
It's a little
That's
size.
Maduro. Anyway, and then of course the Reserva, right? And even within the Reserva line, there's varying levels
Yeah,
of strength.
agree.
Of course, the Reserva being the top parts of the plant, you're going to get more nicotine involved, but it never punches you in the face.
Right.
Maybe a little creeper up on you. It's got a lot of nicotine.
Yeah.
But once you go to the number 4, which is limited, if you find a number 4 out there, buy
You
it
can
right
find it
now.
in
If you
Final
can
Third
find it
Cigar.
right
Yes.
here.
I don't know how much longer. We sold quite a few
They,
boxes.
they
sell a
won't
lot
last
of them.
long. They won't
They
last long.
come out once a year, extremely limited, but it's like it's a Lajero bomb
Yes.
mixed with all the high primings. It's just beautiful. And
Yeah.
it's a little firecracker. Love that thing. Beautiful smoke. But I would call that the strongest thing we do. The number
Yes,
4.
we do.
Would you agree?
I would agree for
Absolutely,
sure. Yeah. 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 Because I would go the number 4, Robusto, Toro, then the Figurado.
Yes.
The Figurado is actually, and to me, is more of a medium to full, to where the other 3 are more full.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the
Give
box
more-
press changes the combustion
It really
and
does.
temperature, and
It
that changes
does.
the whole
Yeah.
profile.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add there, Isaiah?
I don't think so.
All right, cool.
I just thought it was interesting. We all grabbed a cigar to smoke for this, and every single person smoking a different
Different
thing
cigar, yeah.
after an event. So
That's a
Yeah.
good sign.
I'm,
It is.
I'm at the Corojo Reserva. You're on the Connecticut.
Connecticut.
The Cameroon, and what are you
I
smoking?
got the
Rob?
Maduro.
The Maduro.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
They're all
Nice.
good.
They're all good.
Love
Can't
it.
go wrong with
Yeah.
anything Aladino, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, you can't go wrong with anything Final Third.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You guys have done
Absolutely.
such a bang up job, man. This is awesome. Everybody here is great.
It's been a great
your
day.
Customer service is off the charts. It's always
And
clean.
the
It's
people
all-
are
yeah.
just the best.
Yeah.
Well,
Love
we
you guys.
appreciate that, and we
Yeah,
love
we
being
do.
part of you guys too. So
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for hosting us.
Absolutely.
Thank you for taking the time to do everything so right. Thank you.
we appreciate it, guys. Thanks again for coming, and again, thank you guys for listening in. You can follow us on Instagram at Final Third Cigar. You guys want to put out your social media tags?
All
your
you know,
social-
you know, man.
Trey Mac Aladino Cigars Instagram.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to hit me up.
Yeah.
And what is it? Aladino Cigars? Is it
Aladino Cigars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see
Instagram.
AladinoCigars.com.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can find me at the Whiskey Pastor.
Yeah. So thanks, guys,
Whiskey
for listening
Pastor.
in.
There you go.
me,
That's
yeah,
pretty
absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's me, man.
Yeah. Thanks again, and we will see you next week. Cheers.
Have a great one. Thank you
Cheers.
so much. Have a great weekend.